Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Oh, come on. I didn't even get to fucking... Alright, now you're not getting locked up. Now you're getting thrown down. Jesus.
There you are.
Alright, what is going on, everyone? And welcome to the final episode of The Wolf Among Us, the season finale of the game. How is it all going to end? What are we going to do with the Crooked Man? What's going to happen with Bigby? What's going to happen with Snow? What's going to happen with everyone? We're going to find out very shortly. I hope you've all enjoyed the series. I've had such a fun time revisiting this game. It's been years, and it's just been so good to get back into this and experience it. Mostly blind, I suppose. I've had a blast. It's been great, and it's sad to see it end so soon, but yeah, it's been good. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just get straight into it and see what's going to happen next.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Oh, he's here.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
I didn't kill him.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Okay, then.
Are you okay?
Peachy.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse.
Oh,
You did
wow.
well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Sure.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
say for yourself?
My
You
wife
killed
is
Lily.
dead. She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook.
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed us,
Porgy.
not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Oh, you be
Is
quiet.
he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Oh my.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith. So you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on
We
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Let him eat cake. Is that really appropriate right now to wear? Lawrence, oh my.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man.
They don't
just
want
to save
protect-
someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position.
But you kept them in
You all
it.
act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
That's what you think.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
Oh, okay.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Oh, they're all on they're getting our side now.
They're right.
Yep.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was easy. Oh, Johan's here, and he's still wearing the butcher outfit. Why the fuck are you all wearing like that?
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking
We need Narissa.
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
She's not dead.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course, yes. You're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder.
Oh.
Since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Now, don't make him a murderer.
What happened with Tweedledum, I made a mistake.
Wait.
He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your
I
custody?
fucking one
He was
punch.
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
He was a suspect, and I needed answers.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Yes, you did.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
Oh,
This
please.
isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
That's it. Stop
Who
it.
will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Yes!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Are your lips not sealed anymore?
In the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Oh yeah, the spell's broken.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
No.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think...
Narissa.
Listen to him.
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
Oh.
And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
Hey.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Throw him down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
You haven't done
What, you
shit.
take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
There been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we get rid of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Snow.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Snow.
Look, Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
You shut up.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call. Just do what you think is right.
Fine, we'll lock him up. Jesus.
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head
I
off!
think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him.
Oh, my.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Oh, come on. I didn't even get to fucking... Alright, now you're not getting locked up. Now you're getting thrown down. Jesus.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Oh,
You
shut
know,
up.
Just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
Yeah.
You're going to miss me.
Really? Oh, fuck you.
No, I won't.
I could have ripped his head off. Jesus. I was gonna lock him up. I was gonna lock
For
him up.
Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Yeah. Not everyone's gonna be happy with it, but... Oh well. Well, he's dealt with now. It's all over. It's all done. Everyone's dead. It's fine. I was gonna lock him up. He shouldn't have done that.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you.
Who are you?
I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years
What
now?
is he wearing?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to.
Farm?
I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Oh, is Toad getting... It'll be Toad, won't it? I told Colin we're not doing that.
This fucking line.
So that must be Gwen, because I know that's Hans. Jackie boy. Tiny.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Okay.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
All right.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
How fun. He was gonna be in there waiting for me. Oh, it's Colin.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Oh, alright then. I guess he's staying. I did tell him he would, so. Don't sleep in my chair, Bacon. We're not having that again. That is my chair, and it is my right to put my ass there.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
Hi, Toad.
Fucking day.
Hey, I gave you the money. And for some reason I'm back on PC, but controls.
Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby.
Oh, TJ.
I have something.
Stock thing.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Alright.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
Aww.
If you could bring it to her...
I'm busy!
It's nice.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Aww.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
Oh,
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
This is not... oh
I'm
my
sorry,
God.
TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
I had no...
Even in daytime?
No say.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you.
I had no say in this.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
Oh my God, Toad.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Oh.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He, must have run off. Bullshit!
He wasn't gonna believe me regardless of what I was gonna say there, so who really cares?
Saying goodbye?
Oh, hi. You see you're on your way as well.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to...
Remove ribbon.
It's just...
I'm just done.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
You fucking lied?
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical
you
evidence?
lied.
I had to.
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Give her a cigarette. Oh. She noticed that.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Okay.
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
You lied. I killed him.
It wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Okay, that I don't remember. What?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
Oh, Narissa!
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence.
I didn't remember
and
that.
The world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other.
No one's ever
for
fucking
us.
happy.
You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Aw. Making me all teary-eyed.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
And there it is. Cliffhanger twist. Boom!
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Just let it go, man. Just let it go. It's her, but just let it go. She got away. It's all good.
I'll see you around.
Wolf. And there you have it, people. The Wolf Among Us by Telltale Games. Oh my. This is over. It's over. God, I've been playing this for like an hour. I was pretty sure, but still. Alright. So most people... I actually didn't think most people would have done that. I feel like most people would have left him. I feel like that's actually the worst thing to do, but... Either way, you kill them. It's not real. I mean, you stabbed him, you didn't even get a choice, so... Alright, did you give the Crooked Man a trial? You and 89% of players. So yeah, 11% of people actually, just killed him then and there in the fucking wherever he was, that place we were at with Bloody Mary, the factory. How did you punish the Crooked Man? You win 38% of players through the Crooked Man to the Witching Well. I was gonna lock him up, but yeah. All right, see, like that one's right. What? I'm busy. Oh my god, I don't even want to see anyone that would have done that. Look at that friggin' little toad face. How could you? What were your last words to Narissa? You and 53% of players... Oh, okay. You and 53% of players said, I hope I've done some good here. I don't know why that was the last... Why wouldn't they just show you, like, if you went after her or not? I don't really see why that was the last thing. There it is, people. That is the game done. The Wolf Among Us is over. And now we have to wait over a year or whatever for the second game. Which, I'm not even going to lie at this point, because they're completely starting development again on The Wolf Among Us 2. And I know that it doesn't have all of the original people from Telltale. It has a lot of the original people, it doesn't have all of the original people. So it might not even have anything to... It might not even answer this question. It might even completely brush over it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I know that... I think it was Job J. Stauffer. He was one of the... I think he was a CEO at Telltale at one point. I don't know. He said it's like an ambiguous ending that's left open to interpretation. It doesn't really need to be answered, like, you know, fully. Which is true. It doesn't. I just think people like closure, and the game just leaves it open like that. And I guess not everyone likes cliffhangers. I think it suits the game very well. I think that ending is, like... I think it does it the way it should. For just the type of game it is. And that's why I think walking away was just the right decision at the end. Anyway, we don't get these anymore with Telltale games. You got this at the end of Season 1 of The Walking Dead, and that was it. But you impressed her with your detective skills, okay. You used similar interrogation tactics. You offered him protection at the business office. You helped him to avoid the farm. Why is that the only thing for Crane? I slapped him, alright. You took him back to the witching well and you tossed him down it. Alright. Oh my god, everyone's fucking dead. I killed him. Man, these are some amazing stats right now. You gave her money after the fight. You smashed his place up and you took money from Georgie's safe. I just look like an asshole now, don't I? You made a deal with him and you reported him to Snow for burglary. Yeah. In the same time. You went to his place first and you prevented Lawrence from dying. Because we did one thing right. He's bleeding there. I don't know why, but he is. You brought her along to the trip trap. You showed her Crane's photograph. And you promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. Which I did. So, there was that. I chose to wait for him. Tiny Tim. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. Of course. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm, and you gave him money. See, I did everything right with him, pretty much. So, and I know you can threaten him in episode 1 in his apartment. I think you can even hit him. And I chose to arrest Woody at the truck shop. Alright. Oh, okay then. Why? What was that? Okay. Well, anyway, that is officially the end of The Wolf Among Us. What an amazing game. It was so cool to go back and revisit this. It's been a while. And I don't know, like, I didn't even remember that Narissa was the one, Narissa or Faith, whatever, was the one that actually left the head at the doorstep and was the one that, like, it's just, yeah. It's a really cool game. I really like it. I don't like it as much as The Walking Dead, and I know that is something that, you know, not everyone will agree with me on. I know that some people thought The Walking Dead, even by Season 2, was just kind of boring and stale, and I don't really get how you can say that. I just think that The Walking Dead, me personally, it just has such an emotional impact on me. I mean, I've got something about the game tattooed on my skin, so, you know, it's those games meant a lot to me growing up. And I played the Telltale. I played Season 1. That was the first Telltale game I ever played, and I played that just as Episode 5 was about to release. So I've been playing these since I was 12. I played this when it came out. I played all the episodes. And I even remember for a long time when I finished this game, I just didn't understand the ending at all. Until I had to see a bunch of Let's Players themselves actually kind of speculate what they thought about it. I didn't know what the ending was. I didn't understand it, and it was just like, well, I don't get it. That was kind of disappointing. My little 14-year-old brain couldn't handle it. But, you know, oh, is that it? Those are all the credits, aren't they? But yeah, no, those are, that's it. And I don't know, like I said, I like that ending. It doesn't really, like that, because I just don't be surprised when we get the second game if it's at Snurfles. If it won't answer any of these questions. It might not, because this game is a prequel to the Fables comic book series, and now I actually really want to read more of the, yeah, look at that. Coincidentally, I actually want to start reading these now. I never did back then, but like, I mean, but I've still got so many fucking comic books I still need to read in my own time. I've got a lot, so I don't know if I want to like stack more on, but yeah, pick up a graphic novel today. Probably don't think I can do that today, but I would love to, and I really do want to actually look into more of these, because this game's a prequel, so it's set before all of these. But again, I know the comics don't answer any of these questions, and it makes me think, well, if we're going to get a second game, what is it going to answer? And it probably won't answer anything. It might completely skim over it. It could be set after these. I don't actually know if these are, like, included or not. Or if they're still, like, ongoing. I'm really not sure. But what I do know is that this is the end of The Wolf Among Us, and it has been a fun ride, my friends. I've had a great time playing it. It was so cool to go back and revisit this game, and I got this game done a lot faster than I thought, so I've just been pumping the videos out and just getting it all up. It's been great. I feel like this is definitely going to be going up around January 2020, so, I mean, I'm still playing this. It's currently Friday the 20th of December right now. I'm still 19, so, yeah, but that was fun, man. I had a great time with it. I probably don't sound like it right now, but that was really cool. It was a cool last episode as well. It felt just about the same length as episode 4, but I think out of all the episodes, episode 1 is probably still my favorite. It was just such a strong start. And that's not saying that the other episodes didn't do anything for me. They were all great. It's just if you had to pick one episode, I just think the first was my favorite. I love the game. I love the characters. The writing's great. The performances are awesome, and yeah, I know to a lot of people that this is their favorite Telltale game, and I completely understand that. It's one of my favorite. It's not The Walking Dead Season 1 level of greatness for me. I even like The Walking Dead Season 2 a little bit more than this, and I know that might, you know, annoy some people. But I think this and Tales from the Borderlands, for me, they're on like the same level. And I haven't played Tales from the Borderlands in a while. I think I played that like when I was like 3-4 years ago. So I don't remember much about that game either. But I remember loving it. And I've never played a Borderlands game. I just thought that was really funny. But yeah, this was really good. I'm glad that I did it for the channel. I'm glad it's all up. And I'm glad it did well. I'm glad to see that people actually were interested in watching me play this, because it is an old game. And it obviously, choice-based games like this, that have been out for this long, everyone knows how they go and what happens and all that. So I do appreciate everyone that has stuck around and watched me play, because it's been really fun. And yeah, I have nothing much else to say. That was The Wolf Among Us by Telltale Games, a really, 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 really cool game that we are finally getting the much-deserved sequel we deserve to it. That made no sense. But we're going to have to wait for that. It's not coming out in 2020. It's been confirmed. It's going to be coming out sometime in 2021. I'm hoping it's like Q1 2021, or at the latest, like Q2. But either way, you know, I don't plan to be quitting YouTube anytime soon or stopping this train, so yeah, maybe I'll look back on this video just before then. 21-year-old Jack will be taking over the reins, and we will be playing The Wolf Among Us 2 and seeing how this all pans out. But anyway, I am going to shut up now. I'm going to leave you all to whatever you're doing. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you're all going to have a great year as well, because again, I know this is going up in January or whenever. Whenever you're watching this, I don't care. Just, I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And with all of that being said, I will see you all in my next series. Take care, everyone.